Hi, and welcome to the Warby Parker mobile app UX design process presentation. My name is Claudia Mesco-Woodcock. I'm here with my fellow teammate, Maya, who's a 6-year-old tabby. My background, I'm actually an award-winning multimedia producer and a communication professional who currently works for Fox 12 here in Portland, Oregon, while my teammate here, Maya, is a wonderful short-haired, a 6-year-old short-haired tabby, loves naps, belly rubs, and playing with the feather wand. Honestly, she's gonna be a big old thing one day when she's become a huge, major influencer on Instagram. You can follow her at Maya the Big Eye Tabby on Instagram. Check her out, she's great. Now let's go ahead and move on to the presentation. Now, Warby Parker. Warby Parker is an online retailer that sells affordable, high-quality glasses, contacts online and through a handful of locations in the US and Canada. The company's try-on feature program allows customers to try on glasses from the comfort of their home using the Warby Parker app. Now, when it comes down to it, Warby Parker actually has one huge, many competition, but one big competitor called Zenni Optical, who pretty much does the same thing, has a virtual try-on feature on their app. That's actually not really app, it's actually mimics their website. But on their feature, you can actually, the difference is that they don't use AR, while Warby Parker uses AR while Zenni Optical does not, because you would actually be doing a video. It's not very much as great as Warby Parker, but it does practically the same thing. Now, when moving on to the pain points with the Warby Parker app, the VR, what I found was that the VR feature drains the battery, it has lax branding, the try feature, there's no try on feature shortcut, you can't zoom in, and transition between frames is a little lagging. Now, the problem statement when it comes down to it for Warby Parker is the Warby Parker wants to make purchasing and selecting affordable, fashionable glasses easy from the comfort of your own home. And this is how they're doing it through their AR feature on their app. Now, when doing research, I conducted a few interviews and observation secondary research. And in my findings, my participants were really adapted to the app, saying that it's easy to use, they like the wide selection, they had a positive experience with the AR feature. And of course, again, the wide selection, because why not, let's just put it in twice. Now, coming on, the top things when I looked at the research is that it was the frame, it was the app, the glasses, the AR use was like big features that stood out. Again, when I chose my participants, one was actually a non-glass user and a native glass user, and they both said that it was interesting for one who wore glasses and didn't, and they went approached the app by going through the features, and while they went through that, I asked them questions about their experience and see how they felt. So far, what they said, it was easy to use, it was well organized, like navigability was easy to use, well organized, useful to try on. Some of it was the front page was a little bland, and it was a very simple design. On brand, it was fashionable, wide selection, virtual try-on was great, and it was budget friendly. The customization is that they liked how it narrowed, the AR feature did narrow it to their faces. It was positive experience. They liked the useful filter to narrow down selection, and it helped make a better selection. They really desired that it was a more realistic feature in the front page, a zoom in feature, and also they didn't drain the battery, and of course the reduction in the lag times. So in taking this all account, I took it into the Warby Parker main screen. Now, what I didn't want to do is that the ability for them to scroll through the home screen. So instead of having I wanted to minimize the click through. So instead of doing click, click, click to find the starting guide, I want to make sure that they were able to scroll up and down which they couldn't do now. So they just go to the get started guide, to take a quiz, to find the right pair, to find a link to find a store, and customer service solo chat was available 24/7. I made sure to add the Warby Parker logo because it did actually lack branding, which I found was interesting considering that that's what you want to know if you're on the right app. I did add icons to the glasses, sunglasses, and contact on the top bar. So if you're not able to see the lettering, you're actually at least able to see the icons. You could click through those if you want to go shortcut through that to go to the retail space. I also added an arrow to remind you that you also can swipe right or left if you want to go to the features. So it's just glasses, sunglasses, and glasses on the top. And I also changed the bottom screen, the bottom menu. So what I did was replace the home try on icon to try on, remove the shop icon and replaced it with the share button, the share option, and icons were reordered by account, favorite, try on, carts, and share. And also I want to remind you that if you were to choose any of these, such as right here, which is the shop, men or women, it will actually take you straight to the retail space. So that's to me, when you click anything, it'll take shop, men or women, it will take you to the retail space, to whatever section selection. Now moving on to the next slide, into the try on, selecting the frame and the try on process. So the men and the women's buttons took you to the retail space. So it narrowed it down by gender. Now, when looking at the glasses, if you were to click any of these glasses, for instance, the Winston pair, it will pull it up to that, narrow down to that pair. If you were to swipe down, you can actually try on the glasses using the AR feature, which is kind of cool. As you keep going through each glasses, you can able to hit the like to save them and save your selection. Now going closer up to the virtual try on tab, what I wanted to add is see how would these glasses look in different environments. So if we were to add to AR feature a filter that has daylight, overcast, or cloudy day and night, so to allow the user to see how their glasses look in different environments. So it kind of gives you a better look of what you're looking at and if these are the right glasses for you. Now going back to that heart feature, that's going to allow the user to save their selections, and it's going to compile them into a carousel or a playlist during the try on feature. So it's in a playlist, so it will cycle through with selection like every 5-second intervals. And if a user chose to stay on those glasses, they could just hold it down, hold down the screen, hold down that, and see what they like, whatever. But in those 5 intervals, you're also able to, since you have more easy access to the share button, you can share with friends and family, because you know what? If you're looking at your glasses, you want to make sure that every aspect of your down selection is perfect. So you want to share with your friends and family, and this streamlines this, so it makes it easier for you to find and share your selections with everybody. Now, down to the evaluation. Now, in doing this steps, honestly, I think it would make it a lot easier. It makes it more streamlined, more easy to find what you need, and also gives you a better overall process, so you can have like all your research is made, you know what your glasses are going to look like, and you have recommendations, and it should make selecting your next pair as easy as possible. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation.